Today we're talking about GoDaddy and Microsoft 365. So, Lindsay, tell me why we want to talk about GoDaddy and Microsoft 365.
Yes, and I am so excited about this topic because it's something that we are seeing all the time, right? So, when a lot of organizations are first looking into tools for their business, there's so many options out there. It's overwhelming. GoDaddy is a one-stop shop and they offer a variety of solutions with the domain hosting, marketing tools, email, Microsoft apps. So, it's a really great place for organizations to establish their online presence, especially because you can do it quickly and efficiently. So it's a phenomenal solution for so many organizations out there. But as organizations grow, there are some limitations there, right? So today we'll kind of go over, why an organization may want to explore breaking ties with the GoDaddy Microsoft 365 suites. But Nathan, I know you started an organization back in the day and you used GoDaddy, right? So tell me what that was like.
Yeah, when you're kicking off, starting up a business, you've got so many things to solve, right? I think GoDaddy resonates with people because you can go on there, search for your domain, click one button in the ordering process. I like this domain. Yes, give me a basic website. Yes, give me email and Office 365. And in one fell swoop with one credit card number for one low price, you've got it all done in literally 5 minutes. And as a startup, you're looking for those quick wins, right? You're really trying to solve that. And so I think a lot of people get stuck in that spot where they're like, hey, I did that at the beginning, and they get busy running their business, and 3 years later they got 100 employees and they're still on GoDaddy's version of Office 365.
I know you're going to love this one, and I know what the answer is, but are you familiar with Spider-Man and the MCU?
Of course, I love Marvel. They're one of the best movies. Come on.
I know, and I knew this was right up your alley, but we can really think about GoDaddy's Microsoft 365 offerings like Spider-Man and Spider-Man Homecoming, right? So he's got the suit that Tony Stark gave him. It's powerful, easy to use, and it does a lot of the heavy lifting for him. And he doesn't have to worry about all the little details. That's kind of how GoDaddy bundles everything, right? So the domain, the emails, the apps, you hit the nail on the head with your previous experience. But in Spider-Man Homecoming, as Peter matures, he starts to realize that he needs more control over his tools. He also just wants to make his own decisions, and he's ready to let go of those training wheels. And so by the time Spider-Man No Way Home rolls around, he's building his own suit, right? And he's managing his own choices and becoming a full-fledged Avenger. So that's what it's like as a business grows and companies grow. You're ready to take full control over your Microsoft tools and solutions. And that's when a defederation and working with a CSP partner like Sourcepass comes into play.
Absolutely. A lot of people don't know that what GoDaddy is selling is it is a version of Microsoft 365. It's Microsoft Code. It's a subset of the features, but it is not full Microsoft 365, right? It's Microsoft's given them kind of a slightly older, more limited version that they can sell in a number of more limited SKUs. And so you get to that point where you want to, you know, maybe it's some of the tools you want to add. You want to start adding on some of those additional features like a Copilot, for some AI, or you really want to go, hook it up to an Azure Virtual Desktop and want to run that hybrid license for some of those more advanced workloads. And it's just not the same product as a full Microsoft. And so people start to really feel the difficulty of being kind of stuck in the GoDaddy version of Microsoft 365. That really limits them, and there's also pricing considerations, Lindsay. Right? There's some differences in how the prices are set on that front.
Absolutely. And the license types offered as well. So, I think GoDaddy does a really great job of getting organizations started at a really great price point. But after that first year commitment, there's typically a pretty large jump. And it's more expensive than what you typically see on the Microsoft side, even through a CSP partner like us, because we charge the same as Microsoft. I want to put myself back in your shoes when you were starting your company with GoDaddy. Um, where exactly in the company journey would the point be where someone would say, maybe I should consider a defederation? What are some of the reasons why someone would even explore that as an option other than, I'm growing too big, I need to let the training wheels go? What are some of the things that we see there?
Yeah, outside of some of the cost management we talked about, where generally Microsoft's going to be more cost effective, that's a big motivator. But I think most of the time it's a feature set issue. Microsoft has built these small business SKUs for under 300 seat businesses that are an incredible value. You look at Business Premium, it's $40 or $50 worth of Microsoft capability for $22 a month. It's just a staggering value. And they keep adding features that small businesses are starting to realize that they want to consolidate into Microsoft. I can use it for my antivirus and endpoint protection. I could use it as my spam filter. I don't need a Proofpoint or another tool. Microsoft's got AI-based Defender for Office 365. I can use it as my mobile device management. I can do Intune. I can manage phones. And a lot of those features I just talked about, email filtering, compliance needs, they're not available in the GoDaddy product. It's really an email and productivity product, not a full security suite, a device management suite. And so it's usually some of those technical needs. You're realizing that you could consolidate two or three tools and two or three business needs from a technology perspective into that Microsoft stack and have one pane of glass to manage so many things. And that really, I think, often drives a lot of the outcomes. It's a very limited feature set, really focused around email, productivity, and some email security. It's a very small subset of Microsoft's capabilities in those tenants.